All right, here we go.
Okay.
So, yeah, what have you been working
Let's
on?
see. Just the Marching Band stuff, not too much. I know we got the book for it.
Book
I
four.
mean, just our Marching Band, so
Yeah,
that's
no
like
worries.
trying
Well,
to
what
pick up
piece?
the speed on it. Great Barrier Reef. I remember we worked on the first page last 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Okay, whenever you're ready, let's hear it, and then it'll just give me a sec to bring this up.
All right. Let's see. Oh, it's been a while. Okay.
No mistakes.
Uh, no mistakes. Man, it's been a while. Let's see. Oh my god, that is not right. That's a double F on the bass clef, right?
Hold on a second.
Oh
I'm just
my.
gonna bring up my piano. Yeah. So let's hear that first chord with the right hand. It should be B E G sharp. Yeah. Yeah.
And then left hand should be F sharp. No,
Left
I think I'm
hand.
reading that wrong.
Well, with the um, yeah, basically, just think of it as like what I used to do is go down from the G, the line, and I would just go down. So G and then down, down. So it would be E.
Oh, yeah. So okay, I'm remembering.
Oh, hold on. Watch out for the D sharp.
Ooh, so it's
Yep.
there you go. Back to the.
Oh, hold on. And that, yeah, that part there is gonna do like it's doing like a drop down, like.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
Yeah. By the way, I just wanted to throw in. If you ever want to make if you're just like playing chords, but you want to make it like a little more complex, a little more like rich, you can always remember that you can take the third, like what they did there is the third, which is a G sharp. So we're playing an E major chord, so E, F, G. G sharp will be the third. And so you just bring the third up one and then drop it back down. It's called a suspension because you're suspended above it and then you're dropping it back. I'd show you on the keyboard, but I just installed my new desk and I forgot to plug the keyboard in with the MIDI thing, so I'll just show you on the guitar here. But it's like if I had a C major, I could attach see this one here has this feeling of kind of like like Bach used to
okay.
use it a lot in his compositions.
Wait, so
Yeah,
what would I need to do for that? So
it's just whenever you're playing a chord, whatever the third is, you can move it up one and then you drop it back down to the to what it actually should be. Just like you have the actual chord. Yeah, exactly. You can. A friend of mine used to do that. When he caught on with that, one of the reasons why I remember that is because he used it so much. So
oh
he used a song where like it was kind of a joke though, where he was like, "Oh, check it out, you know, you can do the suspensions on everything." So he like did this whole chord progression where like every chord was a
mhm.
dun, 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 dun. But it has that nice it gives more of a flow because it's not just like chord, it's like
Yeah,
dun, it has more of like a movement to it. But anyways,
yeah, no.
I just like to point that stuff out because I try to like connect between repertoire stuff and compositional stuff, like and improv stuff. So that's it's. I always want you. I don't want you to be just looking at the piece and just play the piece as it is. Well, that's fine and everything, but I also want you to be aware of, like, when you see certain patterns, to be aware of it. And I want you to start thinking, hey, maybe I can use that in my own compositions or in my own improv or whatever. Because the more little tools like that you
Okay,
have under
yeah.
your belt, the more you can just make your playing more interesting. Anyways, let's try. Let's hear it again
Okay.
from the start.
Okay. Okay. Oh no. There you go.
Oh, D
D
sharp.
sharp. Back to that.
Oh, A again.
Yep.
Nice.
Nope.
Um,
Nope.
now that with the left hand. Yep, there you go.
Sharpen that. Oh my god.
Oh, left hand's moved.
Is that the right chord?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Yes.
In
Sounds
a
like
way,
it.
this is actually also kind of a suspension, but they're suspending the whole chord above another chord. So instead of moving just one note, they're moving like the whole chord. It's like na na. See, it has that same kind of resolution feel.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
see? And that's why the left hand is A, because it's coming down to an A chord with the right hand. With a little fiddly bit in the middle, like
Oh,
da 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 da.
I see what you mean. Okay.
Nice.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Awesome. That's
Sums up there. Make sure the right hand is B D sharp F sharp.
just playing A.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going back up.
And here's another suspension, by the way.
Well, oh, there you go. So it's
Also, on those parts there, like on bar 12 or bar 4, let's just say bar 12 because we're on it. There's the two chords. You got the suspended chord and then the resolved chord. Now, with the suspended, I would say, it doesn't say in the piece, but I would recommend to roll one of them and then do another one of them as solid because it'll just kind of give it a little more of like a complexity to it. And then if you roll both of them, then it's kind of like over rolling it a bit. It becomes like, and everything becomes a roll. But
yeah.
maybe like it could work nice if you bling like roll the first suspended chord, bling ding, and pull it on the yeah.
Oh, okay. Ah,
But also flip it. See if you can do it backwards. So da dun bling. That could also work where you solid first, roll second. Yeah, nice.
okay. So,
Yeah, and also you're rolling down. I was thinking more rolling up, but I mean that works as well. It's just the reason why I would usually roll up is because the note that the ear is listening to for the melody is the top note. And so if you roll up, it's kind of you're kind of in a way accentuating that last note.
Yeah.
Bling, you know what I mean? As opposed to it's kind of now accentuating the bottom note.
Uh,
But I mean,
yeah.
that's up to you. Like, I always try to think of it as like some people will say like, "Oh, play the piece exactly as it is. It can't change." You know, there's some people with Bach stuff, and they're like, they'll be like, you know, in the 16th century, with when people were playing the harpsichord, you know, when they played the note on the harpsichord, it'd be more of like a staccato sound for each of the bass notes. And so now that we're playing on piano, we have to also make it staccato so it's more exact of that time era and stuff like that, right? And I'm a
Yeah.
little bit like, okay, I can see the benefits of that, but
Yeah.
I also really like it when somebody is like, who cares what other people have done? I'm gonna do it. Like I don't like to hear like, oh, here's this person playing Bach, and here's this person playing Bach, and this person, and this person, and this person. They all play it almost the same way. I'd prefer it if like this person plays it this way, and then this person's like, maybe I'll try it, you know, and put my own spin on it or something, you know, and like just maybe
Yeah.
speed it up a bit or slow it down a bit in certain areas or roll it on certain spots. So think of that as well. Like you've got the piece that you're looking at, like here's all the specific notes that you can play, but then just think of like how can you kind of like, you know, stretch it and add this part here and make this more of a roll and stuff like that. Just different ways you can kind of put more of your signature on it.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, like you're cooking something and you in particular prefer it if it's got a bit more of this spice or something on it than that spice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I
it's
see.
totally up
I
to you.
see.
Like I recommend rolling up, but rolling down also works. All right, let's take it
So it'd be like,
from bar 12.
okay. Okay. That does sound a little better.
Yeah. All just suggestions too. It's up to you.
Okay.
Watch out for the left hand.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, hey, but A's not sharp.
Oh, left hand.
Oh, it goes up.
Yep.
So, ba.
Yep.
Yeah. Nope, not sharp. That's flat.
Now, one thing we could say on this part, on bar, what is that? Bar 16. It doesn't say, like it says crescendo, and you can watch again, like you can watch the dynamics and be like really specific, like, oh, I gotta keep it in piano in this part, and then mezzo piano in this part, and then I build up crescendo here. But I just
Yeah.
thought it like as you were playing that, I just thought it would be kind of nice if on that last chord of bar 16 you played it a little softer than the rest, where it's like it builds up, but it's like bum bum bum, and you kind of hold back a bit, like bum, like everything's like dun 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 dun, bum, and then back to bling. You know what I mean? So like not only play around with like rolls, but also playing around with you know how hard you're hitting certain spots. And I think the best way to go about doing that is like hearing a lot of different music and then being like, oh, I want like I heard Bach do this or something, and then I bring up Bach a lot because I'm obsessed with Bach. But
Of
yeah, I heard
course.
like let's I heard Bach doing this, so you know, in one of his pieces or whatever. So you know, therefore it could work in this scenario or something like that. But also it can be really good if you think of it as like with this piece, the Great Barrier Reef. It kind of is already giving you a theme, so you can think like if you start to imagine not just playing the piece, but you start to imagine like imagine you're like a composer for a movie scene, and it's like you're just trying to imagine the movie scene in your head of like what would it be looking like, and then that can kind of help you to make things not playing exactly the way that it's written, but also adding a little this and that just to make it a little more, like the movie in your head kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So try from bar 16 and then just make the second chord just a little quieter.
Okay, so B.
Yeah, you can even go a bit quieter with that, but that's okay. I just wanted to give you the suggestion. All right, let's hear it from 17.
Okay. Okay, yes, I am reading that right. Oh my god. Oh no, I'm not reading that right.
Hold
That's
on, that'll
just
be F sharp.
nope. That's F. No. Yes,
So
that
that
is
chord
F.
is A, C sharp, F sharp. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
And then it goes back down. Like that.
Yep.
No. But
Da, 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 da. You know what though? Hold on a sec. You did the correct chord the second time, but the first chord that you played, I actually liked it better, which I think you did it as like a what did you play? You played like a C sharp F A or F sharp A?
I don't know.
Sorry, what did you play? Oh, you played it as a with a C natural with the A, right?
I
I
think
like
so.
that better. Yeah, that's way cooler. So that works because E, we're in the key of E major, and so A, the A major chord is the four. And always remember, if you're in a major key signature and you go to the four, you can always make that four a minor. And that's actually I always think of that as like the John Lennon trick, because or like a Beatles kind of trick, because they would use that a lot in
Yeah.
like Beatles tunes. But basically, let me just show you real quick. Like, he's a real nowhere man, sitting in his nowhere land, and then making all his nowhere plans. You see the major four, minor four, and it resolves back nicely to the one. So I actually like that you did and that's the thing is like sometimes when you're playing a piece, like back when I was doing guitar lessons with my old guitar teacher, there'd be certain pieces that I'd play and I would make a mistake. But then I would be like, when I figured out what the real way you're supposed to play it is, I would be like, actually, I like the way my mistake sounded better. So actually be aware of sometimes when you make a mistake, sometimes it actually sounds better. And it's fine. Like you can maybe take a little pencil and just make a little edit and say, turn this to C natural, just to remind yourself
Yeah.
for later. Because I mean, Beethoven used to do that with his students. They'd be playing a piece and they'd be like, you know what? I think it would probably sound better if we did this way. And they'd like rewrite certain parts of the pieces. So I just
Oh,
what I'm trying to say is I don't really like the whole you must like the very rigid kind of like you only play it this way kind of thing. It's
yeah.
totally fine if you make a mistake and it sounds cool. I want you to think to yourself, interesting. Maybe I'll just play that wrong in a good way.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Uh,
Happy mistake.
let's let's hear from bar 20 whenever you're ready, and let's hear it with the C natural.
Should I do C natural on the first chord too? Try that.
Yep.
What is it? Just it's just moving up an octave. Didn't realize that. So. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no, oh my god. No? Yes. Yes, I am doing it right. I can't read that low on the ledger lines.
Yeah, so think below the treble clef, the ledger lines below the treble clef is CAF. So just, I always think it's like your calf muscle is below your body. So
Oh, yeah.
CAF. Yeah. So in that
C.
you've got basically CAF, but the bottom one, the third one is actually lower than the F. So it's actually C sharp A what is that? E.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, it's a calf.
Yeah. And then the last chord, you gotta watch out with the right hand because it's changed to bass clef.
Okay, that's
Nice. Actually, one more thing too you can add in there because that last chord is an A major. So just go from right hand A major chord to the last chord, just between those two. Ba, ba.
wait. The last two chords.
Yep, with just the right hand for now.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. So calf. CAF. Oh, yeah, I like that.
Nice. And now check
Oh,
this
yeah,
out
yeah, yeah.
too. Another thing one thing you could think of it is the middle note is moving down a semitone, and the top note is moving down a tone. So just try that a couple times. Just a bum 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 bum, just back and forth between those two.
Uh, I see it.
Nice. Now the thing is, that's a 4-1 cadence. Four because A is the fourth of the we're in E major key signature, so E F G A is the fourth. So we're essentially going 4-1 cadence. So fourth chord and then the first chord, which is E. But because we know that with the fourth chord, we can turn that into a minor. So let's go 4 and then minor 4 and then 1. So basically, you're going to play the first chord, the E, A, C sharp.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you're gonna do it again, but now make it C natural. Bum. Yeah, and then drop it down to E major. Bum.
Yeah,
There you go. See, it's much better.
I see.
That's the Beatles
Yeah,
trick, or like the John Lennon trick. Yeah, I love that minor four. Bum bum bum. And the reason why it works so well is because I can't really show you here. Maybe I'll bring up my on-screen keyboard real quick. By the way, I got one of those.
Yes.
I got one of those. Remember, I was telling you I was going to get one of those tables that goes all the way down to the floor.
Oh yeah. I think so.
I, I got
Goes
one.
up and down, right?
Yeah, so I can go all the way to the floor now. But
That's sick.
it was sitting really close to the floor for a while, so I'm up on a chair now for a bit. My legs started to really sit down there for so long.
Yeah.
All right, so you've got the first chord. First chord, we have like an E, A, C sharp, and when we go down to the E major, this one stays the same. This one goes down as actually I'm gonna make that green. This one stays the same. This one goes down a semitone, but this one goes down a tone because you got to go down this one as well, right? But that's why
Yeah.
dropping it to a C natural is actually really nice because before resolving, you're moving it closer to the eventual resolution there. And that's why it has this feeling
Yeah.
of like almost done, boom, and then it finishes. Yeah. So just remember, four chords, major four chords, you can do that with all major four chords.
Okay.
So if you're ever like writing a song or something, you add that in, it just instantly makes the song sound so much better, in my opinion. Which is probably why the Beatles like put it in so many tunes.
Yeah.
All right, I guess we'll wrap it up there.
Um,
Have a nice vacation. Take care. See you when you
thank
get
you.
back.
See ya.
All the best.